Hey guys, how are you all doing? Welcome into my garden. The clocks have gone back, it's dark, it's almost Halloween. Now we've built something awesome in the studio and I haven't put this anywhere. I've been keeping it under wraps. So I thought I'd update you guys, we'd do a little bit of a tour and I can show you what we've been doing. Welcome to the studio tour for 2024. So it's been about 2 years since we moved into this place and it took us a complete year to scrap it, take all of the mirrors down. If you missed all of that stuff, I'll put the links to the series in the description. One thing I didn't think I'd be saying 2 years later though, is we are running out of space. So last year you saw in the tour that we did this bathroom up because it was an absolute state, like an actual pigsty, never wanted to go in there. This place is really awesome now. So far, this is the place for all of the stuff that we've reviewed over the years to come and just kind of collect dust, as well as all of my old friends' computers that for some reason give me them to, I don't know, it's like a PC graveyard in here for all my old friends' computers that they don't use anymore.
No worries, mate.
My favourite thing in here is this motion activated NanoLeaf light panel thing. It doesn't give off much practical light, but it's really cool to look at and is activated when you open this door via a little motion sensor. There's some cool pictures on the wall here which showcase what the studio looked like when we got it and then what it's like now, that being the gear room and that being the actual studio. We've got the 1000 sub Techflow plaque there and the other plaques are on the floor because we're still hungry. So this is the gear room. You guys may remember this because we did an entire video kitting this room out specifically. It has been really helpful. A place, sorry, I still misplace and lose things all the time. So trying to make a conscious effort to fill these drawers back up with all of the stuff and camera gear and lenses and don't leave them actually out in the studio because I spend so much time just looking for stuff. This is a little touch activated neon light that I put together. I still have no idea how I did that, but it does work. And then all of this is like a charging station. So if you want batteries for the monitors or for the Sony cameras or just to charge things up via USB-C, you can do. And then this is just stuff for all of the cameras. Down here, we have the action camera drawer. We've got Insta Ace Pros and GoPros and 360 cameras, which very rarely get used. These are from IKEA, mostly just for show, but do serve a bit of a purpose. You've got gorilla pods and places to put lights.
Your nan puts in that cake is illegal.
You just had some of that cake. Shout out Grandma, she makes a stellar cake. This is the drone shelf here, and then this shelf is meant to be for lenses and cameras, but as you can see, it doesn't usually, gets kind of messy in here. And then when you leave here, you are basically in the meat and gravy of the studio. Let's check out the DIY set first. We've got a couple of products on here which we are planning on making videos over the next month on. We've got the new Starlink Gen 3 here. This is quite interesting. We've got loads of Linus Tech Tips cable management stuff, which I spent $300 on to test if this stuff is actually going to be any good. So stay tuned on Techflow for a video on that. Ubiquity's brand new NAS, hot product at the moment, and then some stuff from Asus here. There is actually some practical stuff on here. So over here, we've got a 10 gig networking switch, which comes from the house, all good stuff there. Some access points we've been testing. And then this display here, this is an LG 65-inch 4K 120 Hertz panel. I had no idea what I was doing or what I was getting myself into when I built this. I don't even know what it is to this day. Just kind of looks cool in the back of the videos. And my idea was you could put like a fake window on here, and with this around it, it kind of looks like the actual window-ish. So this is my desk. Not much has actually changed on this over the years. Well, small little incremental things have, which you will soon see on a Techflow video. And I'm actually really proud of this desk because it's powered by a MacBook, which you plug one cable into it and the whole thing just comes to life. It is a very aesthetic desk with some serious keyboard porn. To be fair, one of my cheapest and most favorite mods to this desk was this flush mounted USB-C port, which actually interfaces with the Mac that's on the desk. So you can plug anything into here, charge your phone, plug in a microphone, plug in an SD card, reader, and off you go. You're interfacing with the laptop, but you've just basically plugged it into the table. Very cool. So over here, you guys may have seen this from last year's setup. This is the Download Discussions podcast set. We've done quite a lot of podcasts and they're all really good with some amazing guests with great stories. However, I use the word abandoned lightly, but we're not really doing download anymore because we just haven't really found the time. We're currently sat on about 3 or 4 podcasts which are ready to go out, but we have just so many other things going on with our lives at the moment, it's hard to make download discussions work. This is just a desk which is powered again via USB-C, so anybody can rock up with a laptop, plug in with one cable, and then it interfaces with the entire desk. So it means if Jed or Mitch comes, who's my new apprentice. So this is Mitch's laptop. He's been working on a Summit Presents thing. I haven't spoke much about Summit. It's our new events company. We run events in our local town. It's house and tech music. It's been very successful over the last few years. It's taken a lot of time, but it's also very, very fun. And you'll see more about Summit events when we go upstairs. So the theme of this setup was white, so nothing on this setup to start with except from the keyboard was white, including the monitor and the KRKs. They've both had a custom paint job done on them. They look sick. I really like how this setup looks, even though this monitor is ancient. In fact, the OG ones of you will know that this actually used to be on my bathroom wall back in the day. I wonder how many years ago that was. So this is our new Techflow Set. We've filmed countless videos here over the last few months and trying to get everything dialed in, like the lighting and the sound. As you can see, hopefully this shot looks really good. We've bought some new lights, we've got soft boxes. What was that one called again? A dome. The correct name for it is a lantern softbox. I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about. And then above me, we have the Elgato Streamlight on one of these boom arms. Completely underrated these things over the years. Thought to myself, never need one. And now I don't know what I would do without this long stick of metal with some sandbags on the end of it. Really helpful for positioning lights and cameras in strange positions where you don't really see them. Like if you look at me here, you're not going to see this above my head, but it should be casting a nice warm glow onto the top of my hair, which basically separates me from the background. Getting a bit technical here, but this is the stuff that we've been learning in this last year in the studio.
Buy one.
Yeah, Jed was asking us to get one for years, and I was like, no, we don't need that. This TV looks small, but don't be fooled. It's 85 inches, I think, or 82, something mental, 4K. This was the cinema room TV in the first house, which is absolutely awesome that it's still working to this day, and it serves as our background for Techflow videos with the Techflow logo on it. A couple of products here that we've used, an old school radio. This was one of my first ever radios that I had as a kid. I remember I used to record my voice onto tapes, which seems mental in this day and age. We've got a plant here just for the background. These are my BBS rims that I had on my M2 competition. I'll talk about my ladder first. I love the hole. So I made a questionable video halfway through this year where for whatever reason I decided to cut a hole in the ceiling of the studio. All my mates tell me that it was the worst idea. I absolutely love it because I'm 5'7" and can actually fit through the hole. So yeah, let's go up and see what's up here because you guys have never seen this. So you know how at the start of the video I was complaining about running out of space in the studio? This has been kind of like a storage room for the longest time. However, kind of turned it into a nightclub. So here, this is the Summit Presents nightclub / studio. We have a sick setup in here. All of these lights are controlled via WLED. I actually recorded some A-roll for my last vlog up here and some of the comments were like, where is that room? And then we have this massive DJ booth with these massive 4-channel decks here, which are absolutely unreal. This is the new toy that I've been messing with. We've recently just installed this laser up here, which obviously at night when you use the smoke machine, which we have down there, the laser looks absolutely awesome. So yeah, this is a cool place for people to come out and record DJ sets. So people can actually book this out, come here and record an hour's worth of a DJ set and have it recorded with a top-down angle on the decks. So like I mentioned, DJs can come here and have a set recorded, which is absolutely awesome, but I'm trying to do that whole thing with the studio. So if people want to come to the studio and rent it out for whatever reason, use the cameras, use all the lighting, then they can do. If I was going to do that though, I'd need to make a website for it. The best place is Squarespace. They have loads of professionally designed templates on there, so you basically choose one and then I could upload loads of pictures of this setup here and the studio downstairs and say, come and rent this out. You can actually sell things on your Squarespace website as well, which basically means I could put a fee on the Squarespace website and take money for bookings through Squarespace. It's all under the one platform. Maybe the templates aren't your thing. They do have code injection as well for a little bit more of an advanced user. So if you would like to save yourself 10% on your first Squarespace purchase or domain, simply use code MarsBar or go to squarespace.com/MarsBar. Mars Bar Vlogs. Now we've actually got a grand opening for this place this weekend. We've got a lineup of DJs coming and we're inviting a load of our close friends, it's going to be really fun. I can't wait. I also want to give a massive shout out to Hannah because she's been helping me relentlessly over the last few weeks get this room ready. And yeah, it's such a vibe up here. I absolutely love it. There's also a killer sound system up here. We've got two 10-inch subwoofers in the corner. We've got booth monitors. We've got speakers in the roof and at the back. Turn the lights on, it kills the vibe a little bit, but we've got the speakers here at the back, and then Hannah made this really cool thing here so when people come, they can write down their favorite track. The track that's been in this video playing in the background, shout out to Scruzz and shout out to Crazy Frog as well. But I just want to say a massive thanks to you guys because I just wouldn't be here without you and YouTube and everything that it's given me. Don't get me wrong, I've put a lot of hard work in over the last 15 years that I've been making videos on the channel. It still blows me away to this day, and I couldn't imagine what a younger version of me would think if he saw this studio right now. And obviously I went through the entire daily vlogging thing, which I would tell anybody not to do because like I've told you guys before, it's ruined relationships with like friends and family and trying to put YouTube first. I'm currently working on the website for this place to get it rented out so people can come and use the studio or the DJ stuff upstairs and rent it out and use all the cameras and record stuff. Have access to all of the equipment and the lighting. So as soon as that website's live, I'll let you guys know. But with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.